Today we'll be properly showing you how to use triple beam balance. Triple beam balance is one of the most common scientific instruments that is used in the classroom. We use the triple beam balance to find the mass of objects in grams. Mass is the amount of matter in an object. Today we will be finding the mass of a full Kleenex facial tissue box. Before we start, we'll be going over some of the features of the triple beam balance. This is the pan where you place the object on that you're weighing. You need to make sure that the pan is clean at all times and free of any debris before you start measuring. If you don't, it could affect the results. You also want to make sure that your triple beam balance has all riders at 0. If it is not 0 even after all the riders are set at 0, try calibrating it by turning the screw under the pan. As you can see, there are notches on the arms where the riders fit into. When you move these riders, you want to make sure they fit into the notches on the arms. If not, you won't get the correct results. Once the pan is clean and all the riders are placed at 0, you're ready to go. First off, you want to carefully place your object on the silver pan. Next, you want to move the largest rider towards the right of the triple beam balance until you see that the balance mark is below 0. Then you want to move it back one notch. Do this because if the balancing mark is below 0, the rider is too heavy. If the mark is above 0, they are too light and need to be moved back to the left. Once we added 200 grams, we saw that the point was below 0, so we had to move it back and use the other riders to balance equally. Note that you always move the largest rider first when finding the mass of an object. Next, you want to move the 10 gram rider just like you did to the 100 gram one and move to the right until you see that the balancing mark is below 0. Then you want to move it back a notch. Lastly, use the front and final beam. This measures 1 gram and tenths of grams. Notice that this beam does not have any notches that the rider can lock into. Use the same procedure as you did for the other beams. Move the rider until the balance mark falls below 0. Then move it back until it is completely balanced. Once you have balanced your object completely, so that your balance mark matches at exactly 0, add the place values together and round to the nearest tenth. As you can see, the mass of this object is 196.4 grams. When finished, take all the objects off the pans and move the riders back to 0. Thank you for watching our tutorial on how to use triple beam balance, and we hope that you gained some knowledge on how to use it.